Even if you're a red gal, you could sing this song to the top of your lungs. All right. Then the first song that comes to mind when you listen to this one, yeah, Melanin, Melanin, yeah, 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 man. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to Thursday's edition of the Wake Up Call. It's the final day in September. All right, September 30th. All right, remember that thing we learned in school? 30 days of September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31 except February. And you know the rest. And up to this day, I am absolutely certain that adults older than I am would still have to say that to try to remember how many days are in the month. All right, it's a final day, so we know we're gonna leave with a bang right here on the wake up call at 26 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. We welcome you to today's edition. We're going up until the 10 o'clock hour this morning. DJ Jose and yours truly, Crystal. All righty then. Let's see what's trending overnight. That's the first thing we're gonna touch on this morning. But before that, we're gonna say good morning to the folks who are checking in on the WhatsApp. And of course, we got to say good morning to those who are listening via 88.5, 104.3, www.x104fm.com, or your favorite app right now, wherever you are across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the rest of the region, US, UK, Canada, Africa, and Asia. Good morning to you. You know, you got to thank God for life. Thank God you woke up this morning. Thank God that you were able to open your eyes or hear the birds chirping outside. Find something to be thankful for and say thank you. I know sometimes it might be really difficult because of the circumstances that you are in right now, but trust me, book it sure. At least half of a thing. You could find something and you could just say thank you, all right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good morning to Jimmy. I have to say it. You have to say what? I have to say what? Good morning to Rose, checking in from Clear Valley. Hi, good morning to my extreme family. Big up yourself. Yeah, man, you big up yourself too, Rose. Good morning to Michelle. Good morning to Elvina. Elvina always has something really nice to say every morning. So let's hear what she has to share this morning.
Hello, good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Hurricane Man. Enjoy all your day today, Thursday.
All right, all right, all right. Hurricane Man isn't here this morning. All right. Good morning to Michelle. If you want to reach out to us, you'd have to send us a voice note or a message, or you can call direct 4571043. Jimmy says he has to say it. 30 days of September, April, June, and November. We are live on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG, so you can say good morning there as well. Let's see who's checking in. Fernando says, born in his family, Gussie Russian. Good morning to you. DJ Kabuli is also on the inside. Good morning to you from Dominica. Yeah, man. All over the world, they're listening to Extreme. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Denville. Yes, good morning to Chef. And all the Mespo vans, good morning to you, all right? Good morning to the conductors, passengers, everybody who's on the road right now. Good morning to you. Yeah, man, you thought I forgot you, huh? Good morning to all the Mespo vans, the Glen vans, Clear Valley vans, let's see, Barley vans, Georgetown, all over the entire island. Good morning to you. Once you find yourself on the road this morning, whether heading back home or heading to work, yeah, you got a job. You got a job. You got to be thankful for that. Good morning to Sexy Jose. Says, good morning to you, my girl, and big up for you, G. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. So a couple things are trending overnight. All right. First things first, right? First things first. Good morning to all the students who would have entered their secondary schools or various secondary schools across the island. You would have had your orientation. A bit different to what we are accustomed to. We are accustomed to having orientation physically, going to school. You're putting on your brand new uniform and, going to school with your parents and everybody wishing you well for your orientation. You're getting to see your friends, you're getting to see new people and so on. That didn't quite happen this year. Yes, there was orientation for the schools, but it had to be done virtually. Nevertheless, congratulations. I hope you ladies and guys enjoyed it to the max. And there's a plus to it. At least persons who were not here on the island were able to experience that, all right, who may not have had the experience physically. All right, so congratulations. It's the start of a brand new school term. It's going to be a bit challenging because we've been told that we're going to start online, and with time, that approach is going to be blended, as in online and in person. All right, so you got your answers. A lot of parents were waiting impatiently on that information, and finally we all know what is going to happen concerning schools. Congratulations to you guys. Also, congratulations to all the UWI Open Campus students who would have graduated the end of last semester. Your graduation is coming in a few weeks, just around the corner, actually. But amidst the congratulations and the excitement of finally getting that degree after 3 years of stress and late nights and burning the midnight oil, a lot of the UWI Open Campus students in St. Vincent and the Grenadines aren't exactly 100% happy at this moment. And I'm really sorry to hear about your demise, but apparently they're not too keen on their photographs, all right? So if you didn't know, UWI, they have their graduation, at their graduation, sorry, they normally throw up the photographs, and they have professionally done and edited photographs of the students who are graduating, all right? And they throw them up on the big screen and everything, and everybody across the entire region, entire world are able to see. But locally, and I was able to see some of the photos, and based on what has been trending on Twitter and on Facebook and on people's WhatsApp statuses, the UWI Open Campus students not happy, and they are not afraid to share that with folks. That's quite unfortunate. I've seen some photographs with and these are official photographs, that was submitted to the UWI, all right, for their graduation bachelor's degree. You understand? Like people's sweat, you could see. And could you imagine having a photo with your sweat like almost dripping off your face on a big screen? Your official graduation. That must be really embarrassing. I feel really sorry for you guys. I feel at this point there's nothing that you can do, because I mean, I understand that the photographs are already submitted, but boy, that one day rough. And they say it was a professional photographer. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But congratulations nonetheless, all right? Oh boy. At least you have a degree at the end of the day, and you could go and apply for a job and get big money, hopefully, all right? So other things that were trending overnight, we have 2 new COVID-19 deaths. Whole 2. One by one, they say one wonders full basket. One by one, the deaths of COVID-19 are going up. I don't know if people are as worried as I am, but one by one, the deaths are going up. Today we have 2. It's not the first time we're having 2 deaths. Yesterday we didn't have any. But sooner or later it'll become a point, or we'll get to a point where whenever we see a new death or hear a new death, it'll come like nothing. When we get to that point, it's going to be really scary. Really, really scary. But let me share a bit of what was shared. All right. September 29th, that was yesterday. 85 new COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths. The positivity rate is 21.4%. That's ridiculously high. All right. It says 2 persons died yesterday of COVID-19 pneumonia. A 62-year-old male who tested positive for COVID-19 on the 14th, and a 60-year-old male who tested positive for COVID-19 on September 25th. It says here, and of course you would expect by now that they're going to state whether or not these patients, these deceased individuals, are vaccinated or not. It says here that both were unvaccinated, and these deaths bring the death toll of COVID-19 or from COVID-19 to 21. So we are at 21. We remember just a few weeks ago, the number was stagnant for a very long time. all of a sudden, almost every day, somebody else is dying from COVID-19. Y'all do what y'all gotta do, all right? Do what you gotta do, okay? Also trending overnight, and this is really, really scary, just as scary as COVID-19 is. Just as scary as the fact that you might have elderly people living in your home, not moving out, and contracting COVID-19 and dying from COVID-19, right? The mere fact that we are being told some of the truth. I'm not sure if we're being told the truth because they want to lower the expectations of the government or something, or you just want to be very realistic. But Minister of Finance these days, and I'm liking the change, these days he has been sharing quite a bit of information concerning the state of affairs in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Well, I was thinking about it last night and I was wondering, right? If they were sharing all this information before elections, if the outcome would have been different. But hey, that's another talk for another day. It says here, difficulties borrowing money could force government to axe social capital programs. Finance Minister said policy decisions will have to be made in the very near future about what has to be sacrificed to keep the government's fiscal situation in order. I'll tell you what you can sacrifice. Them entertainment allowance and things. All them. Okay. They're not unnecessary allowances, but all those extra things that, persons in higher positions get, maybe you could sacrifice a little bit of that and see how far that could go. Probably not very far, but it might be able to save somebody's salary or something. All right. It says the public comments by some prime ministers across the region about repayment of national debts have spooked investors, making it more difficult for other regional capitals to borrow money. And this is proving to be a challenge to Kingstown in its efforts to borrow at the levels approved by Parliament, and puts a challenge on paying salaries and executing capital projects. So says Minister of Finance Camilo Gonzalez. All right. We'll get into it a little bit more after 7 o'clock. But think about it for a minute. We may not be in a position to borrow more money. So then that would mean that we're going to have to cut some of the social projects and some of the capital projects. And it's going to put a challenge on paying salaries. Read between the lines. Is it that? I don't know if it's because of COVID-19 and because of the volcanic eruption right now, why we are in such a horrible state. Perhaps they contribute, but how much of a contribution those two things are making at the local economy? Read between the lines. Without the ability to borrow money, we will be in a dire position to pay salaries and execute capital projects. To me, these things are very basic. You have to borrow money to be able to pay salaries. And if you have to continuously borrow money to pay salaries, when is it going to end? Who is going to pay that back? Where is the money coming from to pay it back? Now, do you understand perhaps the reason many of our roads are not being able to be fixed? We will get into it a little bit more. Just throwing out what's trending overnight, all right? Let's say good morning as well to Girly. Good morning to Miss Kitty. All right, good morning to Tim. Let's see who's checking in on the Facebook. All right, Yvonne. Good morning to Orville Douglas. He says, good morning to you watching from Antigua. Good morning to Kathy watching from New York. Good morning, New York. Good morning to the US of A. Good morning to Sean. She says, some are still physically. All right. Referring to schools, correct? Or orientation. Some are still physically orientation. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Good morning to Andy Freitas. Good morning as well to Roseanne Williams. All right. If you're on the road right now, make sure you take it easy, whether or not you bought your license or you actually went to a tutor and went to do your exams to get your license to drive on the roads of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to you nonetheless. All right. Good morning to the folks as far north and of course the rest of the Grenadines. We're gonna take in some music. It's about 20 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. And of course, today's drama, right? Today's drama. We started about maybe around 7:30 there about, depending on how we get through this morning, all right? First of the things. But somebody wants to know. They're in a relationship with a gentleman. She's 25, he's 47, and her parents and her family are not really accepting of the relationship. And she wants to know what she can do and what are the reasons, like the possible reasons, like why are they hating on them so much? She wants to know if it's because of the age gap or if it's because he's not Vincentian. And you know that got me thinking about a lot of things when we start today's drama. All right, let's take a quick break right here on the Wake Up Call. Good morning, and welcome.